Whoops. Well, I panicked. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to... Oh, we actually stopped halfway. We actually did it. We actually managed to do it. Welcome back to Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2. This is the second part of a short Underwatch. And we're starting with some chaos. We're just jumping into it. We're starting with some chaos. Let's go. Where'd you come from, you little brat? Mind your own business! Whoa. Whoa. Darn it! I guess it learned a lot as the magician's partner. You run so fast. Is this the power of an overseer? No worries. I loaded a Valkyrie train schedule system. If you follow it, you'll be able to do it too. Hey, thanks. I can be a Valkyrie. Thank you. Back to the point. Judging by Duo's condition, it should be unable to run now. The magic trick was just for finding a safe place to rest. Let's split up and search the area quickly. You knew a top hat wouldn't fit him, wouldn't fit Duo inside, and it was impossible for you to hide it on the street. But you still lifted the hat anyway. Surprise, silly! You held your breath and stuck upon Duo's two tails, which were impossible to hide. Judging from the tail's wagging, it seemed quite proud of its hiding spot. That's it! If this were like a game, there'd be only 3 possible hiding points. The final one would most likely be where you find the target. You steadied yourself, took a deep breath, and then... Huh? You came up empty. There wasn't even a trace of Duo's magic props here. Alright. Life isn't a game after all. Ah, there you are. Excuse me, are you the girl from the street interview earlier? Oh, you mean that vlogger's interview? Yes, that's her! This is my daughter, Zhao. After seeing the video, she insisted on having a photo with you. We've been searching around here for ages. Yes. Wow, you're so cute. I mean, my daughter's always loved this style of clothing ever since she was little. She can't take her eyes off clothes like that when she sees them in store windows. Mom, it's the age of online shopping. Nobody shops in offline stores anymore. Oh, what a sad, sad world. Don't be pedantic. Not only are your clothes beautiful, but you also look so cute, just like a doll. This is just like the style that was popular when I was young. I mean, when my daughter was little. Mom, we don't play with that stuff anymore. Old trends never die, okay? So can you please take a photo of I mean my daughter? Mom, she's already figured out. Just trying not to laugh. Do you really get along? My mom just can't resist cute clothes, and it's too shy to admit it. She always uses me as an excuse. Not at all. Look, in her interview, she said that adults should be composed to make kids feel secure, and shouldn't say childish things. I don't think it's a big deal if you like cute things. I think it's cool. Even adults want to relax and not be so serious sometimes, right? The truth is, adults who can't admit their true feelings and always brag about their maturity are the worst in my opinion. Hey, why are you crying? I'm not crying. You're right, those adults are the worst. Let's take a photo, shall we? You stand here, and you stand here. Ready? Smile for the camera! They both look so happy. You did something good. Yeah, I'm happy too. I never expected Overseer Teresa to go with such a trivial game. It's Seems pointless, doesn't it? Even if it's just a memory replay. The moment we share while taking the photo remain in my memories. And that's meaningful to me. Well, I just wish I'd seen more of your cute expressions. Vita, if you're so bored, why not lend me a hand? Now you mention it. Do you feel a bit bored? Well, looks like your thoughtful V. I'll have to step in. Listen, while you two are playing House Anoxia, do a stuck in that house over there. That's correct, Rana. It's time to work. The Soul Healing Center. Since Duo's inside, better not go inside. How about this? You in first, I'll stay outside. You catch Duo. Great. If not, don't worry. I got your back. Well, isn't Overseer Teresa dependable? And you're the last person we can depend on. Wow. Exactly what little Griso said. You don't really mean it, do you? That hurts a lot. You are or not. Let's see what's inside. Visitor. Welcome to the Soul Healing Room. Here you'll embark on an unprecedented journey with your spiritual healing. Speak freely, and everything you know will be answered. Voice. Are you... Perception? Sorry, visitor. I'm not the person you're looking for. I'm just the healing room's receptionist. Alright. Did a dog just run in here? Also, by the way, Song's glasses on the bird. You're referring to the magician that tells partner Duo. Then it left through the back door 2 minutes ago. Yes. At least you didn't fool us. For some reason, that voice, always so reckless and unpredictable, didn't sound this time. Dita, are you there? Did the voice of the heart have different volumes? You couldn't help but wonder. If it did, yelling Vita with all your might might be a good idea. Even if it couldn't make her respond, it might make her annoyed. You could get her back for when she's to bother you. Vita! Still no response. Let's use this chance to get more intel on this Oxia. As for Duo, we don't need time. Can I enjoy a spiritual healing session now? Certainly. First time visitors healing room get a free 15-minute session. Starting from the 16th minute, the rate is 167 lang per minute. So expensive. Better wrap this up for 16. Before the healing begins, I need to conduct a brief test to assign you the most suitable healer. First question. What color do you prefer? Whoops, that was an Second question. If you want to produce an animation, what sort of elements would you use? Third question. Which scenario do you prefer? After completing the test, you hear a two steps of footsteps, one fading away and another approaching. Seems the receptionist had called the relevant spiritual healer based on your test results. Reuniting at dusk. Is there someone you really want to see? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked such a personal question right away. Let me introduce myself first. I'm a spiritual healer. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure I can solve your concerns. I'll do my best though, so please trust me, okay? Okay. I only need to know a few things, like about the receptionist earlier. How much do you know? I'm an intelligence machine sponsored by a doctor from the healing room. It's called Agita 123. Oh, it's one. It's responsible for basic reception, testing, and guidance tasks. Don't underestimate it. If I hadn't said anything, no one would even notice. So why are you telling me? From a certain perspective, isn't this your commercial secret? If I started by lying straight away, how could we ever become friends? And I'll just keep your secrets. You'll keep mine, alright? Yeah. Then, have you ever heard of the Seven Shoes? As far as I know, Oxia should have disappeared during the Great Eruption. However, due to the Seven Shoes utilizing the power of the Curse of Shadows, which was born from the Great Eruption, Oxia continues to exist in the form of a bubble universe. Oh, Oxia is the only small corner of the vast Lacon. At any rate, I've never heard of things you described, never in my whole life. Speaking of which, you only need to talk the floating, take the floating light rail for 4 hours if you want to visit Mugai, buy you a lunch. I love Amber Street there. It's a bit of a place where it gets super crowded whenever there's a holiday though. You better stay home during the holidays, inviting your friends over, eating whatever you want, and having all kinds of fun. Yeah. It's a pity that my best friend isn't with me right now. Where'd she go? I don't know. But I have to find her. She's isn't just my best friend, she's also my... Hey, are you still in there? Maybe it's a coincidence. But the healing room timer just showed 15 minutes and 49 seconds, which means you need a proper excuse to leave within 11 seconds. I need to go home and grab something to eat. I'm gonna go now. See ya! You must have fled from the healing room. Have you suddenly realized that someone unexpected has been standing with Teresa for a while? So, she was already slipped out the back door before you went in, and I found Sarah shortly after that. Yes. How did she find me? I was hiding in the grass. Oh my god! She uses emojis! She's doing a Clara, she's using emojis. I like this. I wanted to try soul healing when there weren't so many people. But since she already went in, I was careless of me to come out of this clothes. I feel so embarrassed. So, that's why you kept throwing glances at the gate to the soul healing center nearby. I'm sorry. It's okay. I already worked out at the gym and drank coffee at the main cafe. That's 2 challenges completed. As for the last challenge, I guess it's okay to give up. Saying everyone will be so disappointed in me. Isn't it early to give up? Aren't all these challenges just daily matters? I never do these things I want for some of my fans. I mean friends. Matters. Very good and cold sweat just walking past these places. Forget it for now. Anyway, what you heard in Soul Healing Center is all true. That's our history. Oh, hi, Vita. Huh? There really wasn't a crisis? Nothing at all? Ah! Maybe you should announce yourself next time you come, Vita. Alright, Sarah, my bad. How about I treat you some candy? Just for the record, I have siblings, so I never take advantage of little kids. Besides, it's the yummiest candy in the world. You regret it in your entire life if you didn't try it. Thank you, Vita. How do you know my name? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. Wait, what do you know? That I'm the 1,000-eared night god? The girl's question wasn't difficult to answer. But in Oxia's current samsara, where the identities of the 7 shoes had undergone drastic changes, it had become like a tangled ball of yarn. Pulling on it would only reveal more and more knots. Luckily, the group had a member who was extraordinarily gifted at dancing around the topic. She dispelled Seraphim's doubts in just a few words, even though, as far as her companions were concerned, her answer was no different from burning the yarn altogether. But the need to rack your brain of the details, I'm just more concerned about what you just said. You said you wanted a time slot with fewer people so you could try spiritual healing session. But now wouldn't be a good time, no matter how you look at it. It's better to come in the evening than in the morning. There's no doubt about it. So I'm guessing you didn't come to the healing room to complete your challenge. Instead, you ran some problems you're struggling to solve. And I seek help from the spiritual healer. Is she a detective? I do have a problem that needs solving today, no matter what. Oh? Tell me about it. I have an idol that I've admired for years. She was the reason I started writing my own stories, although I haven't come up with anything interesting so far. I've accumulated some experience. I was just being modest. I'm actually pretty good at writing. Yeah. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry, that was my dinner arriving. So I might chow down a little bit while playing. I'm sorry if, you know, it gets annoying. I'm super duper hungry right now, so I need this. I'll only do like a chip at a time or something. So don't worry about that. I was planning to send her the book I'm about to publish as a gift, but I I accidentally sent her the notepad I used for jotting down my inspiration. Now that's embarrassing. It gets more embarrassing. I'd sooner just take the notebook with me and go to the next life. But she actually seemed quite interested in my notes. I got really excited seeing her happy, so I told her I'd write an even more interesting story tomorrow and show it to her. I really don't want to show her a piece of trash. So you don't have much time left, right? That's why I visited the healing room. The spiritual healer has heard so many stories. Surely they can inspire me. Right? They must be able to. I'm afraid you'll be disappointed going there. The spiritual healer never reveals that visitor's secrets to anyone, even if the person asking is another visitor. I'm gonna try this mayo. Apparently it's spicy. How could... Ooh, that is a kick on that mayo. Nice. I love that. I'm between two. Teresa's sleeping, I'm hungry. Don't lose heart just yet. You still have us. We've been through quite some adventures ourselves. I'm sure we can get whatever story you want from us. For example, I had a dream a while ago where I did everything I could do to escape from my responsibilities. I even revived a dead relative and commanded him to do things I didn't want to do myself. But would a dream like that be good if it came true? I don't think so. So, it's just a reckless fantasy, a placebo made to make myself feel better. Since I've already accepted everything he left me, I must surpass him and become an even better main character. But of course, it isn't that bad having certain dreams like this every now and then. At least you can help with stress. They can help with stress relief and relaxation. One can only live happily by striving at a healthy work-life balance. Oh, she's talking about Otto. Alright, that's all I wanted to say. It's your turn now, Corona. What, me? Corona told Seraphim a brief vision of her own story, in a very obscure manner. I guess it's my turn now. The story I'm about to share you comes from a friend's screen. It's quite short, but it will really move you to tears just between us. I took a sneak peek at it once and was cried multiple times. Sneak peek? The main character of the story is related to someone here, so I can only share it personally with Sarah, or else that certain someone will stop me before I can tell it. Vita flashed a typical elusive smile, before taking Seraphim away and whispering. When the two of them returned, Seraphim was blinking with tears. Phew. Thank you for your stories. I've drawn tons of inspiration from them. But surely you're only going to write one story. Do you not help to choose one of your inspirations? No. I'm going to write 3 stories. Huh? Well, you only have one day. Can you finish them all? Sure I can. The girl said it resolutely, as if making a declaration of victory. She was going to do it, even if she had to pull an all-nighter. Don't do that. That's not smart. After all you've done to help me, I should also be able to do something to help for you for the best of my abilities. You're looking for a crisis, right, Vita? Well, there's this shop in Oxia that deals with all kinds of problems by accepting commissions. It was my plan B for finding inspiration. Here's the business card I got from the shop assistant earlier. I suppose you can find some useful information there? Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Then I'll head home and get started on my writing. Seems you aren't worried about writing 3 pieces of trash anymore, Sarah. Huh? How did you know? The girl dashed away with unimaginable speed, quickly vanishing into the crowd. Vita, do you really enjoy abusing your powers that much? You know she's different from the Seraphim we're used to, so why'd you tease her on purpose? I just wanted to see how cute a shoe can be when they're not constrained by her title. Didn't you two enjoy it as well? Is this going to be a lantern? Lantern. Cronut and the others entered the shop named Lantern with great expectations. I'm sorry! Lantern in a maid dress was not something I expected. Okay. Welcome into our humble store. I'm Zara, the boss of Lantern. Please come on in. Maybe it's because of what they had seen. But when she changed her outfit, cleaned up the living room and served the tea, both Cronut and Teresa wisely kept their mouths shut until 1, 2, 3. Wow! I can't believe you have so many amazing outfits, man. These are uniforms for the other shop assistants. With all these assistants, it must be quite a hefty overhead just paying their salaries each month. That's confidential information. I apologize for not being able to share that with you. Vita, stop asking questions that might offend people. Oh, look at all this pretty candy on the table. Can I have some? You know how much she likes candy. Why? I rarely have any candy. I wouldn't say I like it. See? She says she doesn't eat candy. I don't eat them myself, but this candy isn't here as a treat for you for it. It's a gift someone gave me a while back. She took the candy from Vita and hid it in the drawer right in front of her. But I'm a guest. Miss Sappho, did Miss Song give you this candy? Are you a fan of Song? Are you competing with Lantern? No, that can't be right. Nobody's competing against me. No, I understand. That little girl who ran into the street for her dog. And you're the one trying to catch up with those desperate. Catch up with her despite almost collapsing with exhaustion. I wasn't running for the streets. I wasn't nearly collapsing with exhaustion. So, are you here to tell us we're tracking our duo again? If that's the case, I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow afternoon before I can officially attend your request. Do you have any plans for tomorrow morning? Song, give me an opportunity to take some promo photos for the shop. But I thought you have lots of employees here. Why don't you ask them to take care of it? No need to probe any further, Miss Vita. As you can see, there are no employees here other than the boss. And the uniforms you just saw all belong to me. I wasn't able to keep my partners who started the business with me. So I have to act as though we have trouble solving, or we are trying. Sorry, can you say spice? So I have to act as if we have a trouble-solving organization, when in reality it's just me. But it also saves a lot of trouble. You're a college student, right? Anyway, wherever or not you have it, you must have some experience with team projects. I forgot the word. Entrepreneurship is just like that. There we go, I got it eventually. Anyway, I'd like to stop pestering you all with this pessimistic non-stop. Let's talk about something more optimistic for a change. Can I choose to skip that? It sounds boring. When I graduated from college, my parents were against me opening the shop. They believe the top graduate Oxy university should do something worthy of a degree. Well, she just completely ignored me. Let alone all those grand ideas like running a business in a popular field, becoming a politician. Even teaching or working as a doctor would be much better than a small shop dedicated to solving problems. Sometimes, I even wonder why if my parents were right. After all, it was like daydreaming, trying to be a hero at the time of peace. But you're obviously the world plagued by crisis. I can help if you want. What are you talking about? It's okay. I've asked myself that question too. Maybe I was born in the wrong era. Nobody said that heroes only fight monsters. As far as I'm concerned, regular cleaning rooms for the elderly, taking care of abandoned pets, and helping the police arrest petty thieves from time to time. These things can just be amazing. I like this world. And its nature has nothing to do with whether I can make the lantern shine brighter. I hope that's the end of your self-help speech. So, is song going to help you advertise your shop? Yeah. Actually, Ginger hurt her hand this morning. She also sprained her ankle. Her agent wanted to escort her home personally, but she still had some work to do, so she left it to me instead. Frankly speaking, before I met Song, I always thought performing was just means of earning money for her. I didn't think she'd invest any real feelings into the job. But I was wrong. Song's place is covered in clothes. I bet she even puts on a performance when she feels like it. Even when I was treating her wounds, she was constantly practicing her lines non-stop. I'm not saying that I admire her. What I describe is just the basic qualities of an actress, after all. After all, with 100 performances of her Princess and the Stars around the corner, no one could just sit back and chill. I've only changed my opinion of her. It's not admiring her or changing your opinion. You like her now, don't you, Song's little fan? Instead of commissions, she preferred to offer payment in a more subtle way, even though she said she learned from her agent. I could hardly ignore her gestures. So I'm the only one you ignore. Well, since you can't just ignore her, why don't you tell Song how much you appreciate what she's done for you? I'll consider that. But the most important thing for me right now is to learn how to take photos. Every hour must be paid for. If I owe her a little favor like this, I'll need to be her bodyguard forever to make up for it. Taking photos? That's Miss Teresa's specialty. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help you. Yeah, when it comes to taking photos, you're the only one among us she can count on. Pressure like that, I've never said I'm good at it. The power of miracles turns into stars. The magic of light gathers in my heart. Remove all the filth. What a dazzling smile and elegant posture. I'm guessing that's also overseas special abilities. I've seen many shows from an idol, and I have the most professional maid by my side, so it's pretty easy for me to put on an appearance. Please enlighten me, Miss Teresa. Miss, when an actress performs, she must enter a state that matches the scene, which is different from photography. In truth, you'll never transform yourself into a real maid just because of housekeeping tasks. You only put on the outfit out of respect for your profession, or as a sense of ceremony. Unlike Song, your work is your life. So whatever outfit you put on, you're just acting out as your real self. I suppose that's also why you didn't like Song at first. So, the photography technique I'm going to teach you is called abandoning all techniques. If you aren't good at smiling, then keep a straight face. If you don't know how to strike a pose, then simply stand there in a comfortable position. You're the biggest sign for lantern. If you aren't yourself anymore, how can lantern bring light to anyone? I see. Thank you. Vita sat quietly on the sofa. Her gaze focused neither on the three people in front of the mirror, nor the tea in her mug, which remained almost without ripples. What she was doing was typically referred to as zoning out. When someone zones out, they usually feel bored. Given her temperament, Vita could find all sorts of ways to have fun in her situation. For example, she could eat the candy from Song that was hidden away right in front of her. Or perhaps she could twist Teresa's technique and trick her into wearing little dresses that she hid under the bed and never wore for tomorrow's photo shoot. But Vita soon realized those fleeting moments of joy weren't enough to dispel her boredom. Moreover, that was not the reason she came here. Well, like I said, my patience is limited. She thought to herself until night fell and the conversation came to an end. Then, I found it! Dear visitor, welcome to the soul healing room. Here you will. I like mixing all the colours and elements together. For the situation I prefer, Describe as witnessing a reunion with a smile under a starry night sky. I'm sorry, but your answers don't meet our test standards. If you're having trouble with the current test, I can provide a new set of questions. I just want to chat with you when there's no one else around. I'm only a receptionist, so I'm not responsible for the healing process. However, if you need assistance, I can contact... Has anyone told you that you have a lovely voice? I feel deeply healed just by listening to you. Thank you for the compliment. Speaking of which, aren't you worried about getting dark circles under your eyes tomorrow? You're working very late. As you can see, we're separated by a thick curtain. Since we don't need to see anyone, I have no reason to worry about my appearance. But I want to see you. I'm afraid that's against the rule. Rules. Are you telling me you don't have your own will? This is my own will. Why do I feel like that doctor, who never actually does anything, is forcing you to do it? Huh? How can you say that? Wow. Are you angry at me? Do the rules allow that? Sorry for startling you. I apologize for failing to control my emotions. Why do you keep suppressing yourself? It's better to be yourself. Besides, I like seeing you lose control. It'd be great to see it more often. It's your first time in Soul Healing Room, but you... Why do you keep saying things that embarrass me? I guess love at first sight must be a common topic around the troubles shared by visitors here. What did you say to comfort them? Oh yeah, since you started the timer after all this talking, I might as well share a secret with you. Care to hear it? Of course. I'm actually capable of clairvoyance and telekinesis. The superpowers you usually see in novels. Even though my abilities are quite limited right now, I can still do many remarkable things. But something strange happened this morning after my friend arrived. It felt like I was watching surveillance footage while listening to you talk. Meanwhile, I couldn't reach her, the speaker. So, what went wrong? I don't know the specific reason, but if you need, I can help you. The room suddenly plunged into complete darkness. When the lights came back on, the only sound was the incessant loop of the mechanical error, and otherwise utter silence. Visitor, goodbye. You're really cruel, you know. I hate to admit it. I got a bit overexcited and wanted to teach you a lesson, but I went a bit overboard and exposed myself. Do you really think I wouldn't know where to strike when you shoved this ugly figure all in my face? I'll admit, this is a peaceful city where everyone's happy. There's no shadow calamity, no chaos. Only the perfect happiness and ordinary daily life is too much to expect from those who have suffered countless misfortunes. Unfortunately, this little trick can only fool those two innocent kids. It doesn't work on a femme fatale like me. Since you're a chosen, I suppose I'll have to resort to special measures. You should look forward to it. Is this the other us she was talking about? That seems to take control? Because she said it in red again. She slowly left the healing room and disappeared into the night, as if she had never been there. Farewell. The next day. I'm so full. I wasn't expecting this to stay for the night and make breakfast before she left the photo shoot. She certainly has a kind heart beneath that stony facade. That's her usual style. Anyway, let's have a morning meeting before we start our day. What? I mean, we should analyze the current situation and organize our thoughts. It's okay. I also want to share some thoughts on the current situation from my perspective.
私たちが接触できた術はセラペウムとサフライで他の術たちを眺めただけだった。
Apart from Saffron and London, who we've interacted with directly, we only had brief encounters with the rest of the shoes. Personally, I'm particularly interested in perception. Although the spiritual healer mentioned it, it's just a smart machine. I'd like to verify that for myself. That makes sense. He used to be the will of shadow after all. Secondly, I'd like to talk with Baji. However, I'm afraid we only have two choices when we meet him. We either need to make an appointment with the Buy Group or capture Duo. Finally, regarding this, the world of the samsara, I want to confirm its true nature. Its true nature. Perceive it really hasn't experienced any crises, as the Oxyans insist. I'm thinking the same thing. You know what? Let's try and speak with all the Shus today, and then travel to Lung via the light rail once we confirm the situation. Also, we should reach Vaya and Mingal, which were introduced to ruin during the Great Eruption. Sounds like a plan, but who should we visit first? Sapphire's always so still. Lanton's out taking promos for a shop. And if Song really did sprain her ankle, she'd be resting in bed. How about Litos? Duo? I'm not sure he'll be performing in the same place as yesterday. But he's also out on the option. Peter, are you there? What's wrong? Did you ignore me on purpose yesterday? Who knows? So Vita knows way much more than she lets on. Ah, Duo! Huh? That voice? What? You're brave enough to run away, but too timid to speak? Lady Selma, please forgive me. If I had the courage, I wouldn't have the strength for it. All the people who hard track me down. I burned a whole year's worth of calories in one day. I'm getting old, you know. I really just can't keep doing this. You should have done it if you didn't want to be punished. Oh my god, that is a gorgeous outfit! Which means she's coming back as well, which is nice. Are you gonna lock me up in the school again? Can we negotiate? Like, keeping me there for a week instead of a year? 1 month. Just 1 month at most. I'm almost 10 now. That would depend on your sincerity. Hello? Cute. Are you still practicing your lines? I hope I'm not interrupting. It's okay. We're just about to take a rest. What's up? It's no big deal. I just wanted a dog to chat with you for a while. You only need to listen. Why? I mean, Lady Song, I'm doing the same blind, stupid, and impertinent stuff from yesterday. It's all my fault you stumbled. How are you doing today? Did I perform some magic tricks to cheer you up? So don't worry, we won't be doing any of that life or death escape stuff, just some fun and educational. I'm feeling much better today, thanks. The doctor said I should be able to walk without any problems in 2 days or 3. You must be in top form, this old dog here. Panting after running a few steps. Oh, get to the point. Oh, of course. Actually, the reason I borrowed Lady Selma's phone is to call you, is that I want to apologize. I'm sorry. I swear to abide by the traffic rules and never run around on the street again, I swear. Alright. That's enough. I don't think you need to make it so hard for it, Selma. I'm afraid you're mistaken. I have no interest in making this life difficult. I just wanted to apologize in person. Pointlessness makes a person. Right? Yep. That's right. The same applies to talking dogs. Then please let Duo know what Song has forgiven it. Do you hear what she says? She's forgiven you. Oh, what a relief. Good. You can leave now. Awesome. Just as Duo about to return to the streets in the light trot, a sudden fear compelled it to turn back. Lady Selma, please forgive me for asking, but are you planning to ask Litos for compensation? I don't think he has a lot of money. He would have money if you got a young master by now. But that wouldn't be good. So, still want to return to the task. I need to blow my death. I'm waiting 1 second again, guys. Sorry about this. If you don't, you might as well follow me. I'm different, Saiji. I won't ask you to become my pet. On the contrary, I'll make you a rising star, second only to Song. You serious? Have I ever not been serious? I think so. One of us sounds pretty perfect for my current situation. But I'm afraid I must decline. That's interesting. You know what? I've talked a lot of times about making him a side actor under Nutscrew. He had the same expression as he did in yesterday's live stream. A surprise? What I'm about to say will surprise you even more. You might think he was hesitating because of the money, but in reality, he was thinking about you. He wondered if I would treat you as a means to make money, not push you aside as you got older, forcing you to leave you on your own. As for Baishi's offer, he was also worried he'd just kick you out once his enthusiasm died down. All this time, he only has to have one thing. Where it would be happier for you to stay. After all, he's just a street magician with a little income. But he doesn't even have enough to buy. Premium cans for his most important business partner. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm choking so hard. How do you know that? Because I talked to young Master Bai. He was the one who saw through Litos' real intentions and hired someone to look for you while I was here. As for why he sent you to me after you were captured, it's because he felt guilty about Song getting hurt. After everything you've heard, it's time for you to make your own decision. Don't like wasting my breath on meaningless pursuits. After all, it's all my age, doesn't have many options. There's only one I still excel at. I want to perform magic shows with him for the rest of my life, even if it means starving to death. Then you should go find him at the old spot. A performer is truly only valuable when they join willingly. Okay. Thank you. This time, Duo did not look back. The two of them are like family. They don't even talk to each other as much as they do strangers. Jeez. How awkward. And you two over there, how long are you gonna secretly watch the show for? I'm sorry. That's weird. When you the two rung enough to do it yesterday? Did you even try to stop it when it left? Were you actually trying to amuse me by capturing it? Honestly speaking, it wouldn't be difficult for either of you to secure a meeting with me, given your natural endowments. You have great potential, providing you take your glasses and let your hair down. You seem to be a skilled fighter with a unique voice. Could you please remove the hood? I'd like to get a closer look at your face. Well, certainly. After a while. Great. Now if you're interested in becoming a performer, come with me for your first interview. Before we decide, can you explain how you train performers at your company? I'm a fan of his song, so I'm interested in how she rose to fame. How Song rose to fame? I'm afraid that's not really for everyone. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Why did you decide to hire me as a performer and offer to be my agent? Call it a hunch. But I didn't graduate from performing art school. I haven't even passed any auditions for short comedies. I never worked with a performer before. The only project I've ever handled is having the soul healing room. And you're not suited for that kind of role. So even if you had passed an audition on it, it would have been meaningful. Do you genuinely think you're only fit for playing the funny side character? No, I'm just a little nervous. Because of tomorrow's performance? It's the 50th performance of Princess of the Stars. Don't you think it's crazy to have someone new step in as the lead because the original actress is sick? Aren't you afraid I'll ruin your reputation of your company? Well, that hasn't happened yet. Despite my father partnering with more than good-for-nothing than I can count. It would take at least a century for someone like you to pull that off. When you put it like that, I feel a lot better. Can I ask you another question? Yes? Aren't you afraid? You're putting a lot of trust in me. If things don't go as planned, your family will definitely make things difficult for you. Will you allow that to happen, Maria? As I promised, I'll make sure the name's song is remembered by everyone in Oxia. But before that, you've got to get rid of your who knows where accent first. I need you to put in 120 effort at every signing event. Every time you slip back into that accent, I'll deduct 5% from your performance fee. I just got used to it from living at home. So the kids speak like the eldest child. I'll make sure to change it. You have my word. We have a lot of artists. Many of them are prettier or more talented than song. And as for her background, she doesn't come from a prominent family, just an ordinary and happy one, despite having a lot of siblings. But for someone who doesn't seem special at first glance, it only took her 6 years to rise from a newbie to a famous theatre star. That's impressive. I wish my family could think so, too. They keep saying I was the one who discovered her. If it weren't for my efforts in creating an image for her, she never reached where she is today. They even claim that if I had chosen someone else, they would have achieved even greater success rate. But I think this is where their bigotry limits them. I indeed contributed to Song's success, but my contribution wasn't even 100 for the effort she made. Whether she sees a glimmer of opportunity, she always gives her all to seize it, even if she's unqualified or has to deceive herself for a lifetime. Don't be moved by Song's story yet. I'm running short on time here, so I need to ask you, do you want to become performers or not? Miss Selma, can I keep this as a plan B? Before an interview at your company, I'd like to send a resume to the buy group as well. Then I can work for whoever wants me. The only thing is, no one's recommended me for the buy group position yet, and I heard you just met young Master Buy, so... Interesting. Very interesting. You certainly have some nerve trying to take advantage of me like that. You know what? I'm in a good mood today, so I'll tell you where to find her. However, since I find this obviously quite repulsive, you won't be getting an interview with us. That's great, thank you. Thanks to Crowsbell words, they ended up getting an earful from Selma for quite a while. Fortunately, she kept her promise in the end and revealed some information on her whereabouts. Which is sweet. Who'd have thought? Uh-oh. They're closed. Hello. Can I ask you what happened? Why is everyone gathered here? You need to ask. It's because the Soul Healing Center will be closed for the next week. Why would it be closed? I know the specifics, but it seems this particular healer had a scuffle with the visitor. I also heard the robot vacuum was broken in the process and thrown in the bin over there. Sounds like you do know the specifics. Is that so? As expected, Selma. Pack of robot vacuum. No, I still think the Doctor is more intriguing. I can't believe he added so many features to a robot vacuum. Yeah, what are you saying? Nothing, I was talking to myself, but I accidentally put myself on speaker. But since I'm already on speaker, I might as well add something. Sifting through the rubbish bins is a waste of energy. You should go find Baji. There's no point investigating this place. Ignoring Vita's suggestion, Grant and Sarisa approached the rubbish bin. At a distance, there was a clue for you of the wreckage of a robot vacuum. Isn't that perception? Do you just enjoy digging through rubbish bins, or are you ignoring my suggestion on purpose? We're only doing what's necessary. I guess you have a point. I said something necessary to attend to. I'm sorry, she wasn't getting away with that deception. I wasn't going to let it happen. Oh, he has guards. What's this about? This might just be fine for Yosabashi, but a bit childish for me. Don't panic. It's not like we've done anything suspicious in times like this. We can't falter. We're walking confidently with our heads held high. That's right. To demonstrate true confidence, Teresa strode forward without a moment of hesitation. Deeply inspired, we were just about to follow her lead when the two guards stationed on each side of the door stopped her. Miss, we need to run a security check, thank you. He seems to be busy. But we can't just sit here like this forever. Let me handle it. Mr. Baji, hello, I'm Cronin. This is Teresa. Would like to... Take a seat if you have something to discuss with me. Alright. After you both sat down, Baji continued staring at the screen, occasionally mumbling things that were difficult to make out. You two should also take a look. Please feel free to share your thoughts with me. You want me to work overtime again? No way. Work overtime? I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. As he spoke, Baji pushed the computer towards Corona and Teresa so they could both see the screen. Oh, that's her stories! Vita, what have you been saying to Sarah? I see that you like Sarah. I mean, Thousand-Year Night God stories, Mr. Baji. The author has a versatile style, and her updates never fail to amaze me. However, I understand that my answer might clarify your confusion. Yeah. It's okay. People often have expressions when they first find out about my hobby. In fact, work's just a way for me to establish my personal values, while reading different stories is how I draw strength from life. Agreeing with or opposing a character's opinion, sympathizing with the happiness or sorrow woven into a story. Through the words, I not only communicate directly with the author, but also experience a life that I can never live myself. As far as I'm concerned, reading stories is the closest thing to miracles in real life. In that case, I see no reason why I shouldn't grasp this opportunity. I didn't think our report was sharing with me, Raiji, and the other readers on Mars. From this perspective, I guess it's a small miracle as well. Excuse me, your desserts are here. Huh? But we didn't order anything. I placed an order for you online. I don't know what you like, so I ordered the signature dish from here. It's so yummy, thank you! I only hope that everyone who steps foot here knows how wonderful a dessert turtle is. Right, let's get down to business. How can I help? The thing is, Mr. Baji, I heard you enjoyed collecting rare items, so I was wondering if you have a drink called Astral Ring collection. A moment of compilation. Baji shook his head. I used to collect such trivial things, but after recovering from my illness, I realized how dull I was back then. In comparison, the richness of mind is far more valuable. You had an illness? Yeah, 2 years ago, my private doctor told me I didn't have much time left. That's because I'd taken on an important role in the company. I hid everything behind my family and threw myself into the work, hoping to create more value from the Bai family before I died. However, I somehow made it to the company's medical exam the day of the following year, despite the immense pressure of working overtime every day. But I didn't have much hope. All I wanted was to know how many days I had left, but I was shocked when the medical report came out. My health condition ranked first among all employees in the crew. So your private physician had made a mistake? It was more than a mistake. It was a spy sent by us competitor. I'm sure you both heard of the theme effect. He was trying the opposite, trying to undermine my physical health by breaking my spirit. The news hit me first, and I coughed every day. Fortunately, the cough eased as I focused on my work. Perhaps all those extra hours strengthened my will. You expect me to believe that? Overtime's evil. It should be banished from the world. Please calm down, Mr. Teresa. What I just shared is a pull of smoke in my many years of living. Also, fighting fire with fire is not a long-term strategy. Now I do whatever I please me. I must say, Cop the M captures the essence of the living. For example, when people look at the cakes here on the table, some see calories, while others see happiness. For me, it's completely fine to ignore the calories, so long as the cake satisfies your culinary desires. Still, it's wise not to overindulge. You may find yourself caught in a cycle of agony. And how many times do you drink bubble tea every week? Twice. I have a cup of bubble every Monday afternoon for a burst of energy, and every Friday evening is on roll. I stick to regular tea for the rest of the week. Overseas Teresa, if you keep chatting like this, we won't get around to discussing what truth that is. Oh yeah, Mr. Baji, have you ever heard of something called the Curse in the Shadows? Or do you have a superpower that can create counterfeit versions of any object? Miss Teresa, I've never heard of that. Is this from a novel? And if I truly had that superpower, why wouldn't I create a clone to share my pain during the year I received a fake diagnosis? Seeming to nurse Krona's doubts, Baji took them to Oxy Museum after eating the desserts. By the time they returned to Lantern, it was already dark. I think Lantern's already retired for the night. And we should keep our voices down. I feel like the investigation didn't answer any of our questions. In fact, it left me with even more questions. Same. People say that our environment shapes who we are. Perhaps the ship's characters have deviated from what we once know because they now live in a peaceful world. After all, we encountered them during a world plagued by shadow calamities. Since there's no more shadow calamities, all the shoes, whether intentional or not, are leading their ideal lives for the first time ever. So, am I dreaming about this world, or is this reality? And all my previous experiences were just dreams. I think neither is true. But if you keep pondering about this, you'll end up losing sleep. We still need to travel tomorrow. And so, the tired dream seeker sank into a dream. In her dream, she imagined a long poem. The poem flowed smoothly like water, with each word sending out ripples of dazzling light. The light ebbed and merged, creating a hazy and gentle aura that penetrated her soul and wrapped up in a tender embrace. She read and sniffled tirelessly like a little child until the light dimmed down and the ripples became still. Right at the bottom of the unfathomable deeps, she saw a word that had been edited out and discarded by the poet. Senadina? Oh, you're insisting that I play house with you. I can get bored, you know. And my patience is wearing thin. Let me give you one more piece of advice so we can sort this out. Stop me before I do something more outrageous, excessive, or troublesome. Shoot, what's she doing? What's that noise? Is it morning? What time is it now? Why? Hey, Krona, wake up, we have trouble. I've had at least like a week of those lovely worry-free days, for heaven's sake. Sorry, let me read through that one. I thought I'd at least get a week of those lovely worry-free days. For heaven's sake! Wherever I go, there's always... Forget it. Since we're practically traveling with trouble, I should just see this going. What's happening out there? Ever since Oxy is on the brink of the apocalypse, it seems as though someone's been playing tricks. I'm sure you're confused to hear this. Let's go outside so you can see for yourself. Someone? Yeah, a troublemaker we know very well. But who's both fear and... Vita! A rustling of changing clothes and grooming came from inside the house. You talking about Vita? I don't think it could be anyone else. A few moments later... Bloody hell! I do have proof of my suspicions. Must find Vita and figure out why she's doing this. The world's coming to an end. We're all doomed. How do you know? Just look at the streets, the sky, the world beneath us. Aliens are descending upon us. They're gonna kill us. Please calm down. Self-clear. How can I do that? I don't even know what's going on. I'm certain of one thing. You, and me. Everyone in the city's gonna die. Yeah. Silky Dream. It all started with Silky Dream, right? Why are they even running over the sofas? Aliens, right? Oh. I see cloud that looks like a shark. Ooh, a rift. Oh. Too many of them. Hey, we get to play new Teresa. Whee! Okay, this is kind of fun. Wait, she's using a giant fan. That's kind of funny. I like that. This place looks like the Sea of Data. Silky Dream is just a hotel and a place that they shouldn't exist in Oxia. Yeah. What's worse is that Oxia has never experienced any disasters. It's like a sweet cradle. If that reporter saw these things, it would explain why he saw it ended up like that. What is Vita doing? No matter how you look at it, this is going too far. Is she on to sleep? Oh my god, look, she's being pulled by the gut thing. Because the whole thing is this is really sleepy. This is the EP! We play as the EP! See, data has folded space. The connection between entrance and exit is starting to become chaotic. Teresa, look. Over there! Why are the citizens gathered together? Oxide enters come. For the person who has descended is guilty of great sin. She is not here to judge us. She is here to set a great doom upon us. She wants to destroy us along with the earth. I'm not surprised. Anything that hasn't been honed is bound to be fragile. Be it the city or its residents, you've seen firsthand how pampered they are these past days. The more you know them, the less faith you have in them possessing any perseverance. They're like flowers in a greenhouse. What did she just say about me? Oh, flowers have such fragile lives, pitifully buried by dust and the shroud of death. Will this world perish like flowers? Just last night, that poor, pitiful life withered in an instant. The delicate veins cracked from dehydration, ultimately turned into dust from my eyes, leaving nothing behind. Screaming. Do not run or stall for time. Disaster and destruction will come from all sides. I was just working as usual the other day. It was a late night. Someone was knocking on the window from outside. I looked over and saw my childhood friend who died young. He invited me to play outside just like when we were kids. Dead flowers, dead people. I saw the high-rise buildings that were built to house everyone else here being bitten off like a wafer by something invisible. Crunch, crunch. She will command a flood to cross the barrier, submerging all buildings in the city, destroying us. God, how will God save us? There's gotta be a way, there's gotta be a way. We did nothing wrong, why? She will command a black water to flood the world, submerging all lives and beings on Earth and destroying us. She knows the earthquake just now. I suspect it's related to the Sea of Data spatial anomaly. I have a bad feeling about this. Run! That way! The source of the earthquake! What is she up to? The beast of apocalypse is imminent. It will shatter all protective barriers and destroy us. All will turn to ash, leaving no survivors. And unfortunately, this isn't Pokemon Movie 2000. There is no Ketchum. I like this. So, oh, I'm sorry, she paints a teddy. Oh, that is so cute. Ooh, new enemy type. Breaking stats. Okay, so that freezes an enemy in a sleep. There's two Terrys. Oh my god, I 5 nights of freeze. Jump scare. Yeet! Okay, that's a funny way of ending it. The monsters this time are much harder to deal with. It seems our opponent isn't treating this as a game. I underestimated the situation earlier. Teresa, when I saw the flyers, I didn't doubt for a second they were Vita's doing. But as we go on, folded spaces, creatures in the sea of data that shouldn't exist here, and the bizarre visions spoken of by Garrett's citizens. I'm confused. Did Vita do this? If this was Vita, she could have easily have logged us out and redirected us, as she did before. Like, such lengths to harm this. Sorry, Krona. I don't know the answer to this question. Vita hasn't opened up to any of us. That makes her the prime suspect in this world. Since we logged into the system this time, we noticed that Vita's patience is waning. It's obvious from her initial enthusiasm and contrast meddling to her subtle desire to create incidents. Yet she always smiles, casually mixing truth with lies. And she throws them in your face. By the time we realize to try to question her, she's long gone. No, I don't know her at all. She's always come to me with a bunch of bad ideas. Oh yeah, she also said something like, everything's ready. Teresa, have you thought of anything else? Vita's playful flyers. That poster might be real. She wasn't joking. She's seriously planning to destroy Oxy's buildings, residents, even the dogs. And the proof that we can't contact her now, no matter how hard we try. She once mentioned the sprout wishing. It's not a lie, though. I think she might be selectively granting citizens negative wishes, pushing the world towards destruction. Even if the citizens only think about something in their minds, she immediately turns into a reality somehow the moment the idea appears. It's Vita. She can make it happen. Then we must stop her. She must have prepared something even more terrifying to advance her plan. Go! Take me, little friend!
住民たちはさっきよ
The
り
citizens seem more panicked
もっと
than
慌
before.
ててるみたい。
都市の機能は
The
もう
city's
停
probably
止してるでしょう
paralyzed.
ね。
The thing citizens can't find a
住
way
民た
out,
ちが逃げ
which
回
is
って
causing
も
more panic.
出口
恐怖による本能か。
Stereotypical behavior caused by fear.
え
We
え
can't let it go
放
on
っておくわけ
like
にはい
this.
かないし、
Letting the chaos grow will
混
only
乱
make
が
things
広がる
worse.
とどんどんひどくなるだけよ。
待って、
Wait,
住民たちは
Must the
大体
citizens
同
be
じ
flying
方
in the
向
same
に逃げてるみたい。
perhaps they're scared by an abnormal event at
私
source.
たちが路地の劇場
Like
の
what we
近くに
encountered
い
near
た
the
の。
dark alley theater.
人々は何らかの異常事態に驚いてるのかもしれ
Hey,
ない。
hey, Lucina, how you doing?
その可能性
It's
はある。
possible.
どこかに
If a
集まっ
crowd
た
gathered
人々
somewhere
が
and are driven
同
in
じ
the
方
same
向に追
direction,
いやられて、
that would cause other panic
慌
passersby
て
to
た
join
他の
them.
人たち
So,
がそ
we
れ
should
に
line
加
where
わ
they're
る
from.
という
Wait,
目くらまし
could
の
also
可
be a
能性もある
distraction.
よ。
We've entered the vault to see if data twice due to these events.
目の前
We
の
haven't
出来
found
事
the
のせい
root
で
of the cause of the principle.
折りたたみ
今までの
Are you suspecting that Vito
リタが
orchestrated these
私た
events
ちの
to
注意を
distract
そらす
us?
ため。
疑ってるというより
It's
心
not
配
so
して
much
る
a
のに、
suspicion as a concern.
今の手
With the
がか
current
りで
clues, it's easier for her
私
to
た
lead
ち
us
は彼
astray.
女の思う
And
が
that
ままに
woman
動
has a
かされ
history
や
of
すい。
doing that.
あ
Aye!
の
Ah!
女
Well,
が
I hope
こ
you're
う
having
い
a
うこと
good
をしでかしそうな前
relaxation.
科がいくらでもある。
Ah! Whoa, again?
危ない。
Watch out!
テレサ、大丈夫？
Teresa, are you okay?
平気よ。
I'm fine, just a bit dizzy. I like being
ちょっ
aimed
と
right
頭
at
が
my head.
暗くて。
確かに近かった
It was
ね。
very close. The sins of fleeing in the opposite direction
私
of
た
us.
ちから離れ。
まさか
Could it be?
私たちの後
It's
ろに
right behind us?
正直に言うと
I'm conflicted.
少し困っ
The
てる。
space behind us seems clearly connected to some
私
new
たちの
dangerous
後ろにあ
area.
る空間でも
But the origin of
騒
the
動の
commotion
源は
can't
どう見て
possibly
も
be
ここ
here.
じゃない。
Should we
人の流れ
continue
に逆らっ
investigating the
て
flow of people?
調査は
私たちはあっちの状
We
況を
haven't
見
seen
て
the
ないし、
situation over there with
こ
our
っちの
eyes.
方が
Things
切
might be
羽
more
詰
urgent
まってる
here.
かもしれない。
それなら
I admit
こ
the
っちの
chaos
騒
here
動
and
は
distraction to our
私たち
decision
の判断を
making.
邪魔するた
She's
め
done
の
that many times already.
もしビ
If
タが
Vito wants to catch us off
逆
guard
心
by
理
playing
学を
mind
利用
games,
し
そうだとすれば
then she's using the apocalyptic
彼女
climate
の
as a
週末の
smokescreen,
雰囲気を利用
hiding
し
the most
て
dangerous thing right under
心
our
を込めて
nose.
でも
The
彼
more
女
she
が
plays
そう
these
いう
tricks,
小
the
細工を
closer we are
す
to
れ
the
ばす
core
る
of
ほ
her
ど
plan. Or maybe
私
she's
た
just
ち
trying
が
to
こ
make
の
us
計
drop
画
our
の
guard.
核心に
彼女の真意
Or
は
her true intent is to
私
stall
た
us
ちの
for
行動
time.
を遅らせ
認めたくない
As
け
much
ど
as I hate to admit it.
彼
Her
女の
actions are
行
messing
為
with my judgment.
本当に
Brenna,
私
I'll leave
の
the
判
decisions
断
to
に
you.
干
Do
渉
your
できるみたい
instincts.
ね。
Anything's better than being held back by her tricks.
夢追い人
Look at the commotion. But yeah, it does. I did catch up. Seems it went quite well for you, which I'm glad to see. Hey, winning some games, nice job. Honestly, amazing job. Woo! What? It's got a. They have guns now. They have guns now.
正解だった。
We were right.
でも
It doesn't seem like
奴
something
の
Vito
格好
would
を見る
create.
限りビタが
こんなデカ物を作るのが
Create
簡
such big
単じゃないは
creature was
ず
no
よ。
simple feat.
きっと
This thing's
ビタが
probably
デ
something
ータの
Vito
海
fished
の
up from
奥
the
から
depths of the
釣
sea
り
of
上げ
data
て
to give us trouble.
彼
She's
女
quite the
自
fisher
分が
woman.
達人だった
She
の
intends to
知
do
ら
with
な
it.
かったのでも
この大きさと
Size
力
and
を
strength
見る
and power.
限り
If it appeared on the streets, there's
現れ
no
た
doubt
きっと
Antarctica
王家
can
に対
handle
抗
it.
するし
まるで王家を
It
滅ぼ
could
す
be a
ために
massive
用
weapon
意した
designed to
大型
destroy
兵器
Oxia.
みたいだわ。
That woman has caused us a lot of trouble these past 2 days.
だけども
Well, she can't have it
彼
her
女の
way.
願い
Greta,
は叶わない。
let's show what we've got.
夢追い人
We're gonna normal it. Without HP protection, because
おかしい。私たちをお
strange.
びき寄
It's
せようと
leading
して
us
るの。
somewhere. Almost like to an arena
そう
or
だとしたら
something.
きっと自分の実力に自信があるのね。
Thank God, I thought I was about to start shooting. What? Jump up. Is it like a hood? What is that? What on earth is that?
見た目だけかどうかは
We'll see if she's bluffing when we start fighting. Ooh, and a school of fish around it. your guns! Well, it might do. Freeze! Oh, it doesn't freeze. Aye, this thing really is a groove. I gotta work out how to get the at the moment it's just shooting a lot. Oh, they ain't fish. How can they do that? Now it's falling apart. I gotta find out when how I can use my ult. Can I just keep pressing this? Or just keep spinning? Bonk. Apparently, yeah, I can just spin as long as I need be. I kind of find that hilarious. Oh, actually, managed to do enough damage to... Oh, come on, of course it's healing. Ow. Boing. 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 Man, I love bullet hells. Oh my god, I love Resident Evil. Huh. You know, I just get to go to sleep. I'm okay with that. It seems my reliable assistants have completed the last requirement for the spider wishing to germinate. We have brilliant sing. Vita, what more do you want? What's this last requirement? Explain yourself. I haven't done anything yet. Unless you're talking about drawing a few beautiful pictures, making some simple craft work, snapping my fingers, eating some snacks, taking a walk. You! Don't be so angry. I do all these things because the world's so boring. A fairyland without disasters is a fragile residence. It's fragile residents living in a dream, holding hands in an unchanging, perfect life. How harmonious. What's wrong with a world like this except in some sorrow, suffering? What's wrong? Teresa, my dear overseer, have you forgotten something? Am I the only one in this incompetent team who still remembers our goal? Oh, Vita. When did you become the light of hope? I haven't forgotten. You've just grown up. You haven't? I don't expect Crota to remember. But I expect you to. Come on. There's no Shadow Calamity or Anki here. Have you discovered nothing after playing House for 2 days? What does that prove, Vita? What does this have to do with your actions? Do you want to spell out for you? There's nothing here. No sorrow, no despair, no fear, no shadow. You say, oh, my smart Teresa's finally grabbed my true intentions. When there's no fear, let's create it. Aren't shadows born from fear? I want them to feel grief, dread, and despair. Wishes that breed fear are caught with a net of despair. I've said it before. Wishes are things that swell with the slightest fulfillment. Therefore, monsters that exist not in this world were born. Sufferings that exist not in this world struck. And our path markers that exist not in this world appeared. You're insane! This isn't funny! Insane. Madam Teresa, do you remember the device that brought you here? Don't you think you're being too kind for a mere digital life form? Aren't you too immersed in your role? Right. What's happening? What? Hearing people's prayers makes you want to be a god and save the world? That's enough, Vito. Teresa's defeated the monster you created to destroy Oxia. Calm down so we can discuss the next step. Oh, I see. You think defeating a toy at a stone will solve Oxia's crisis? I'm sorry, what?
僕が壊そうとしているのは世界だ。遺言の準備はできた？怖がらないで。痛くないようにするから。
I'm sorry! What? Just kidding. Wait. What in the great God? No! So this is why our eyes were a different color earlier. Is that me? So the red is us. Well, I can't wait for the next chapter then. But we'll have to wait for that first here on the recording. Thank you so much for coming by. I'll have to see you guys in the next story uploads. So those aren't the YouTube series. I'll see you next week. Questions of Acadia Network. I gotta process all that.